What's going on, everybody? This is Coach Sam, Coach McVeigh, Dr. Sam, Dr. McVeigh, Don Samuel, whatever you want to call me, that's all good. We're coming at you with our revamped YouTube channel. You all heard it here first, MIG Sports. We're McVeigh International Group. You're listening to the CEO, the Chief Executive Officer of MIG. We're an educational organization that oversees projects in education and sports. So my MIG channel, I think throughout the month of April, and maybe into May, is going to be dedicated to two sports: football, my passion, football americano, and baseball. So if you're a New Yorker like me, you want to talk smack, New York Yankees, New York Mets. If you're from Boston and you're a Red Sox fan, smash the subscribe button. Comment below. Let's talk some smack. Let's talk some shit about the rivalry between the Yankees and the Red Sox. All right, if you're a Mets fan, I still root for you guys. I root for you guys in Queens. I know it's tough. I know it's tough being a Mets fan. But you got Juan Soto. You stole him away from us, the Yankees. You can thank super agent Scott Boras for that. I mean, nothing but respect, mad respect to Scotty boy, Scott Boras. I mean, he is the agent, the super agent that everybody looks up to in the world of baseball. Probably the most powerful guy in baseball, because what he says, people listen. He goes to winter meetings, teams, general managers listen to him. And it's my hope someday to be like Scott. I just want to be like Scott Boras. Why? Because he's a role model of mine. Do I have my law degree? Am I an attorney? No. Do I understand contract law? Not really. Can I negotiate? Sure, why not? Can I negotiate in Espanol? Claro que sí. So I think I'd be a great attorney in a Spanish-speaking country such as Colombia, Argentina, Uruguay, maybe Ecuador, Peru, maybe Chile, maybe Costa Rica. So I think I'd be a great attorney in a Spanish-speaking country because I'm fluent in Spanish, or I'm at least highly proficient enough to get around. Can I be an attorney here in the U.S.? Well, it's challenging for me because I don't do well on standardized tests. I did okay on the SATs. The LSATs are a big challenge for me. I don't know, I like challenges, so part of me is like, let me get after it. But I've taken the LSAT probably 1, 2, 3, 4 times in my life. 4, I think, or 3 or 4. And I bombed them each time. Why? Am I dumb? Maybe. Am I stupid? I don't know. Stupido, tonto, boba. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. I can never do well on the LSATs, basically because it's a time test. You know, I'm not special ed. I mean, I think we're all part special ed in our own unique ways. But I have to adhere to the time of the test. And, they got logic games and logical reasoning and reading comprehension. And it's just a mind game, man. I can't sit there for 3 hours or 4 hours. I could be doing better things with my time in 3, 4, 5 hours, right? An essay, that's easy. It's just that the standardized time testing, that's what's challenging to me. So if you're a high school student studying for the SATs, smash the subscribe button to MIG Sports. If you're in grad school or in college and thinking about going to law school, smash the subscribe button. Let's talk about law school. Let's talk about admissions. Let's talk about the LSAT. Maybe you're taking the GREs and you're going for your master's in teaching or your master's in educational psychology or organizational, I don't know what they call these days, theory, leadership. Anyway, maybe you're going for an advanced degree and you got to take the GREs. Smash the subscribe button. Drop a comment below. Let's start a discussion, an intellectual discussion about standardized tests, SATs, college admissions. I think I'd be a great high school counselor. I know a lot about colleges and universities in our great nation, the United States, and also abroad in different countries like Colombia, matter of fact, Venezuela, Spain, a lot of Spanish-speaking countries, because I'm a Spanish teacher. Hablo español. All right, so, excuse me. This is Dr. Sam, Coach McVeigh coming at you live. Well, not really live. I got to learn how to do YouTube live. We'll get a live session going soon. But I want all my peeps to know, all my gente, mi gente de America Latina. All right? We're coming at you, MIG Sports. We're dedicating the month of April, Abril, and Mayo to mi pasatiempo, mi deporte favorito, football americano. Football, and when I say football, I'm talking about American football. I'm not talking about the World Cup in FIFA. And we're going to dedicate it to baseball. Baseball. All right, we're going to talk about the American League, the Yankees, the Red Sox, the what else is good? I don't even know. I haven't even had time to watch a game. I try to catch up on the scores or check the ESPN app or watch SportsCenter, but I just haven't had enough time, you know? Bed Bath & Beyond, Home Depot. I just don't know if I have enough time. So we're going to talk baseball, we're going to talk football, and I know all you football fans are getting ready for the draft. My G-men, I don't even know what pick we have. I got to Google that or check ESPN. But the G-men are coming at you. All my peeps in the tri-state area, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. Stay strong, G-men faithful. We got Coach Harbaugh. We got talent on the offense, the skill players, Neighbors, he's coming back. We got a bull of a fullback who was a great running back, Scatterborough. We got out of Arizona State, we got Jackson Dart, a very gifted quarterback who could throw the ball and run out of Ole Miss, coached by one of my all-time favorite college coaches, a guy whose offense I study as a high school coach, Coach Lane Kiffin, the new head coach at LSU. Sleeping giant there. SEC, folks, look out. Kirby Smart, Georgia, look out. Lane's coming with LSU. All right, so there's a little intro for you guys, all right? Let's get it going. MIG Sports, here we go. Episode 1 of the April-May season. What are we talking about? We're talking about college football, baby. College football is back. Spring ball, we're in the middle of April. Some schools and teams have concluded their spring practice and concluded with their spring game. A lot of schools and teams have gone away from the spring game. Why? Because of injuries and, you know, schools nowadays with NIL, they don't want to disclose or let people see, you know, the offense they're running or their skill players or their quarterback or their defense. So I get it. The game has shifted. The game has changed a lot with NIL. And if you're not familiar with the lingo, NIL stands for name, image, and likeness. It was brought upon by a lawsuit out of UCLA. I think the Bannon brothers, they kind of complained that, hey man, we're not getting paid. We make all these schools money. You know, we got like memorabilia, bobbleheads, we got like posters, clothing, and we're not making any money. And the school makes millions and millions off of us. So I get it. A judge approved NIL, and now, I don't know how many years ago it was, not that new, but it's a few years ago, and it's shifted. It's changed the culture of college athletics. And how do I know? I worked at University of Southern California, USC, fight on baby, fight on Trojans. I worked out there from 2011 to 2014 in the athletic department, not only as a tutor, an assistant learning specialist, which is just a glorified tutor. I tutored Leonard Williams, defensive tackle, all-pro, Super Bowl champion, Seattle Seahawks. I didn't tutor Robert Woods, but I was there when he was a star, and it was my first year. Now he's a hell of a coach on the LA Rams. He had a great NFL career. Hopefully, he'll be in the NFL Pro Hall of Fame. I was there when Marquise Lee, a winner of the Bilinkoff trophy for the best wide receiver in football under Lane Kiffin. I was there, defensive tackle, played for the Cowboys. Anshawn Woods, big dude, bulky dude. Not that tall, but man, powerful dude. I was there. Who else? I tutored a lot of guys, a lot of great athletes who, you know, not everybody can make it to the NFL, so you got to have a backup plan. And that's, as an educator, as a teacher, man, you got to have a backup plan. I know you want to play in the NFL. When I was a kid, I always wanted to play in the NFL. I used to go over to Pace University and watch the Giants practice when I was a kid. Phil Simms would come out and sign autographs, or Lawrence Taylor. I think Phil Simms actually ducked down. It was one of the quarterbacks or one of the skill players ducked down in the car and drove off and didn't want to sign any autographs. But man, talk about college football. It's an exciting time. It's a new time. The all-time GOAT. Shout out to Coach Saban. My man Nick. I had a chance to visit him, not personally, but visit Alabama back in the day when it was a dynasty. And man, that was a cool place, man. Alabama's a special place. I know Coach, what's his name, from Washington? From Washington, right? Yeah, the new head coach at Alabama. Shout it out in the comments below. Oh, DeBoer. Real good coach. But man, anybody who has to fill the shoes of the GOAT, Coach Saban, that's not easy, man. That's not easy. But we're talking SEC. Who are my picks for the Southeastern Conference, the premier best conference college football? Well, I'll give you Sammy's picks. My top 3 SEC teams for the 2026 season, based on spring ball, based on observing some practices, based on reading and watching YouTube podcasts, and based on some analytics. Here we go with Sammy's picks. SEC top 3, 2026. Are we ready? And drum roll, please. And the top 3 are in. The top 3 SEC teams for 2026 are none other than number 3. Yep, you guessed it. LSU, led by Coach Lane Kiffin and his up-tempo offense. Man, are they fast on offense. You saw him at Ole Miss. You saw him at Florida Atlantic. You saw him at Alabama. He is the offensive guru. LSU, number 3. Can their defense live up to the hype? Number 2 is a tough one. You've got teams like Auburn, who has a new head coach, Coach Goldlish from the University of Southern Florida, who did a great job in Tampa. You've got a team, so many question marks. You've got a team with a new head coach in the Florida Gators. The Gators is a swamp back. We don't know. Because there's so many questions, the number 2 pick in the Southeastern Conference is none other than, yes, you guessed it, Alabama, folks. The Crimson Tide. Roll Tide, folks. Roll Tide, number 2. And number 1, no doubt, no question in my mind, the GOAT in terms of defense. The best defensive coach in the game. The best defense. A Saban disciple. A Saban defensive coordinator. A man who is coaching at his alma mater. The one, the only, Mr. Coach Kirby Smart. And Georgia, the Georgia Dogs, are number 1 in the SEC. You heard it here first. Open your sports books. Place your bets now. If you're in Vegas, go to the Wynn. Go to, what's the other one? The Bellagio. Place your bets now. You've heard it here first with Sammy's picks. Just don't forget me when you make millions, folks. All right. That's the SEC. Let's move on. We're wasting time. Let's go to the second biggest elite conference, the Big Ten. And here are Sammy's picks for the Big Ten. Drum roll, please. And the picks are in. Yes, you've guessed it. The top 3 out of the Big Ten. Well, you've got my sleeping giant. You've got all the naysayers saying they're down, they're gone. You've got the best college football program in the history of college football. The best tradition with the marching band, world renowned. The cheerleaders, the hottest girls in the game, the song girls, who are basically models in Los Angeles, rented out to the Playboy Mansion, if it even exists anymore. Yes, you've guessed it. They're back, boys. You can see it right here. The Trojans are back, coming in at number 3 in the Big Ten. That's right. You heard it here first, USC. Be careful, folks. They're making a run for the national championship like they used to with Pete Carroll. All right? That's number 3. Number 2. Man, it's a tough one. The Big Ten is so loaded, I don't even know. I might go as far as saying that the Big Ten is the most dominant college football conference in the United States of America. SEC might argue that, but the Big Ten number 2, is it Oregon? No, it's not Oregon, folks. I know Oregon's had a tradition of excellence, have had great offenses since the time of Chip Kelly as the head coach, but it's not Oregon. They fall number 4 or 5 because USC's beating them this year. The number 2 team in the Big Ten. Yes, you know them as the national champions of college football, the Indiana Hoosiers. Now you might be saying, McVay, Sam, they just won a national championship. How you put them at number 2? They've got the best coach in the game. What's his name? Kurt Signetti, another Saban disciple. Well, I'll tell you why. Because the Hoosiers are a basketball school, all right, man? It's Indiana. You talk about the movie, what was the movie called? Was it Hoosiers? You talk about high school basketball. I mean, Indiana's where it's at. Farmland, shooting hoops, in a crate. So Indiana, because Indiana's a basketball school, because Indiana's in the Big Ten, I know they won the national championship. Believe me, I know they're good. But do they get those recruits from Southern Florida, Miami? Do they get those recruits from Southern California, Los Angeles, Orange County? I don't know. They're number 2. Indiana's number 2. You heard it here first. All right? And now, what you've all been waiting for, the number 1 pick out of the Big Ten. Numero uno. I'm not going to even hesitate. It is none other than the Ohio State University Buckeyes. That's right. They don't rebuild, they reload. And under head coach Ryan Day, they're coming at you. They're coming at you this year. And they're making a run for the national championship. And now, here's the way too early prediction for the national championship of college football. The college football playoff. I don't even know how many teams they take anymore. But I'll tell you the final 2. Are you ready? Take a deep breath. Fill out your books. Open up a sports book. I'm going to make you a lot of money right now, Vegas. I'm going to make you a lot of money, Vegas. Let's set the lines. Here we go. The 2027 National Championship. Way too early. January National Championship. Let's take a deep breath and give us another drum roll, please. Well, you slept on them, folks. They're back. The ACC reigning champions of college football. The Miami Hurricanes are back in the national championship game. And who are they playing? Are they playing a team from the SEC? I'm sorry, folks. Not anymore. The SEC is no longer the best conference in college football. And why? The NIL has ruined it. The Big Ten, you've heard it here first, the Big Ten is the sleeping giant. And what's that mean? Does that mean we're moving away to 2 super conferences? Probably. The NCAA doesn't do anything. A bunch of old men sitting in suits that oversees college athletics. And why are all the kids millionaires? And I don't know, the agents are making money off of college kids. The agents are sucking on high school kids now. It's disgusting. So I digress. The national championship, your way too early pick for college football. We're only in spring ball right now, but here's the pick. Miami Hurricanes out of ACC. It's a coin toss between independent Notre Dame Fighting Irish and, yes, you guessed it, the USC Trojans. You've heard it here first. A rivalry that rivals none other rivalry in all sports. A rivalry that's been abolished because of idiots. The USC Trojans and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. I would say the winner of that game would play for the national championship. But unfortunately, they don't play this year. So who is it, folks? You've heard it here first. Drum roll, please, with Sammy's picks. Yep. It is the Notre Dame Fighting Irish versus the Miami Hurricanes in the national championship. And who wins? I'll let you be the judge. I'll let you take your picks. I'll let you comment below. In the comments below, in English or Spanish, Espanol, or any language, for the matter of fact. Smash the subscribe button. This is MIG Sports. We're coming at you live. Well, not really live, but I'll figure out how to do an Instagram live, not Instagram live, a YouTube live soon. So please share the channel with your colleagues, your friends, your family, coaches, worldwide, ESPN. All right, we're coming at you, MIG Sports, with a special focus on football and baseball. I didn't even get a chance to talk about baseball, but I'll give you Sammy's picks for baseball. My podcast with Baby Boy out in Orange County went live a few weeks ago. We'll try to get another podcast up and running soon with my boy, Baby Boy. And I forgot what my name is. Guapo, Chorizo Caliente Guapo or something. I don't even know. But this is Sammy's Picks. You heard it here first with college football. Now it's time to hear it for baseball. Real quick, I want to wrap it up. Major League Baseball, it's none other than the New York Yankees and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Two dynasties going at it in the World Series this year, in the Fall Classic in October and November. You heard it here first with Sammy's Picks. This is Dr. Sam, MIG Sports. Please, please, please smash the subscribe button. Share the channel with your friends and colleagues. Let's start an intellectual discussion below about college football and Major League Baseball, all right? I got so much more to say. I got so much love for the game of football and now baseball, man. I'm a huge, huge advocate for the new international player draft in January of next year, 2027. Major League Baseball, the front office executives won't even pick up the phone when I call. They know who I am. I'm Sammy Mack. Don Samuel. I'm Coach Sam, Coach McVay, Dr. Samuel McVay, EDD, class of 2015. All right? Smash the subscribe button. Comment below, any language. Share the channel. Fight on, baby. Fight on.